At last, I'm back. At last you're back, rather. And how have you been since last we met? The world has changed, been knocked upon its head, turned upside down by the lockdown. So, here I am. This is the beginning of the lockdown series, episode 1. And the plan, for months, I've had the same plan, is to talk about eggs. But in the meanwhile, like all of you, I'm stuck. So, health, of course, is what we're thinking about at the moment. And I don't know how healthy or well you are. It's an odd time, but you get into it. And the most important thing is routine and treats. But of course, supplies are not, you can't just get anything you want all the time. And we certainly have a shortage of eggs in this country at the moment. And so therefore, I am going to make my egg introduction with care. In other words, I have no room for changing. I have no room for experiments. What you see now is what you get. Because we have got, for the family of 4, as is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 eggs to last us for the rest of the lockdown. But out of love for you, I am dedicating 1 for a boiled egg, 1 for a scrambled egg, 1 for an omelette, and 1 for a fried egg. So I'm actually using 4 of our precious eggs. Shh, shh. But there it is. So there you can understand the luxury of it, therefore, and the meaning of it. So around on my table, as per ingredients, an egg is wonderful because you need nothing but the egg and a few tiny little things. Now butter is also rather unavailable, so get yourself a tiny bit of butter. That's another ingredient that you might need for a fried egg, for example, or to start the cooking off. And I then have, because I have a tickly cough, I have a dry tickly, a bit of the dry tickly cough there to keep me breathing. So if you see me swig it, there's nothing wrong really. It's just that I've got to keep the C word at bay. And this is a bit of tonic water. Right. The first thing is ye classic boiled egg. Lovely little saucepan. Simple thing. Fill it up with water, cold water. Very simple. Look how beautifully created that pan is. And then you put, what I always do whenever I boil anything up, I put a little bit of oil into the water. I don't know why, but for some reason it sort of, gosh, there's a strange noise in this kitchen as if there's an earthquake going on. But so many odd things happening. An earthquake, schmearthquake. What difference would it make? So here we are. We have a lovely bit of oil floating in the water. I wish you could see how pretty it looks. You've got these sort of bubbles, but if I do too much showing you, you might not see it, but it's a very beautiful oily, watery formation. And one puts it on full heat on the gas stove, and I hope you can see that, but there's a gas stove behind me. You can hear it, I think. And we're going to boil it to maximum. Now, with eggs, one must use a lot of salt. Eggs and salt go together. So put a bit of salt in the water. I don't quite know, again, what good it does, but a bit of salt goes in there. Just keep salt with you because salt and eggs go together. So I shall put the lid on the hot water and that has to boil. And which one of these lovely eggs shall we choose? Let us choose that one. Isn't that beautiful? So we're going to choose this egg. It's quite a medium-sized egg. Now the thing is about a boiled egg is that you can have it softly done, liquidy, or hardly done. So I suggest for soft, it's probably as well to go for 3 minutes. But for hard, you could go 5, 10, 15, leave it all day until there's no water left. Let's try with 3 minutes. It may not work, but it may be absolutely delicious. There we are. So this is the egg before it's cooked. And now we're going to get an egg, a boiled egg is on its way. Good. So, there we are. Gosh, I'm going to have a little swig of my dry tickly. I dispense with spoons because I haven't got the energy. That is nice. So, here we go. A little bit of butter. There it is. Squidging it. So what we'll do with this is we'll melt it. Okay? So there we are. Beautiful pan with a bit of butter. So let us get our egg. Which one should we choose for fried egg? Okay, let's choose this one. Lovely, nice brown egg, isn't it? So what we do for a fried egg is you crack, and I'll take that out of the way so you can really see. You crack it on the pan. There it is. And you just simply go, bang! Wow! Now, probably, you shouldn't have done, a bit more. Anyway, I want to show you what the egg looks like. Help! Help out there. Help. Help. Could you just help me show people how lovely the fried egg looks? Oh, thank you. There we are. It shouldn't look like that. It should look more sunny side up, but this is how it's turned out. This is how my egg fell out of its shell. And it goes then straight onto the flame. And make sure you have a lovely, what you call a spatula. I'll get a spatula, if you wouldn't mind. By the way, there's something quite exciting on the market these days called dream tea. Do you heard of that? Yeah, fantastic. So if you have bad dreams, you take it. And that really helps you, or it makes you feel it's not such a nightmare. I'm trying to find what's called a spatula. And I'm afraid I probably can't because it's in the dishwasher, so hell, I haven't got a spatula. So we're going to have to do it without one. We'll have to do it with a knife. We've got the wrong instrument. How can one always have the right weapons? But anyway, it's not coming out exactly like the professional legs, but one can't have it all. So let me get a plate ready for you, dear friends, where we were going to actually put the fried egg. It doesn't quite look like it looks on the films or, you know, in magazines, but it is a fried egg because it is an egg that has been fried. And the egg is boiling. Oh, the water's boiling beautifully there for the egg. So let us look in there, and we're going to keep it in there for 3 minutes. So it's 26 minutes past until 29. And now this is where you have to be very careful. Balance your egg with great care, and be very careful when you get into the hot water. And I'll bring the hot water here so you can see it, so that make sure that it doesn't break as you put it in the hot water. If it breaks, you've had it. You really have had it. And my egg did not break. So you see, very carefully put into the boiling water, and now put back on the flame. Oh, gosh, I may have to have another swig of the cough mixture. Dear friends, here is my fried egg. It doesn't look like a classical fried egg, c'est pas classique, but it is, to all intents and purposes, a fried egg. Now, you should have a lovely spatula to take it off. Here it is, beautiful, and it should, to all intents and purposes, it is, what else is it but a fried egg? Now, let me get it off the beautiful non-stick pan. And haven't got a spatula, unfortunately, in this kitchen. I would be more professional today if I had a spatula, but how can one always have the right instruments? Dear friends, an egg, fantastic. Oh, look how beautiful. Beauteous, look, it's coming off the frying pan, and it is sunny side up. It doesn't look like, you know, a regular fried egg, but it's got character. Let me just taste it and tell you what it tastes like. Very nicely cooked. Now that was cooked. Let me taste it. Absolutely delicious. I'm just going to clean the pan a little bit because we're going to make an omelette. Now, unfortunately, we've run out of butter. So we will use instead something else. We will use peanut butter. Why not? Lovely bit of peanut butter will do the same trick, I should think. So, peanut butter. This is to make a, did I say omelette? Omelette. So let us melt the peanut butter. Why not? Let's try. It says butter on it, so, and it's crunchy. So, back on the flame again, we are now going to make an omelette with a peanut butter base. The boiled egg has got exactly, shall we count down? 30 seconds, I think.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29,
30. Time for my boiled egg. Switch the gas off. Please note the peanut butter is melting carefully. Let's switch the gas off. There we are. We have a lovely boiled egg. Let's pour the water out. Now, when you pour the water into the sink, do me a favour, put some cold water on top of the egg. there we are. We've washed it in cold water. And not only is it not an injured egg, it's a perfect egg. So shall we just check that it's perfect? In the meanwhile, it's not really melting, my peanut butter, but I hope it'll do the trick in a minute. And I've got to very quickly get ready for the omelette. So smash an egg, another egg in there. This time you don't have to worry as much as you do with the fried egg when you're so careful. And as we can see, we produced a beautiful sunny side up egg there, and it tasted very nicely. I have to show you, I found a fork. So you have to do this very professionally in order to get the omelette. Smash away, smash, mash, 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 and you've got your, what you call. This is the basis, by the way, for an omelette and scrambled egg. So I've got my peanut butter here, which doesn't seem to be doing its stuff. So I think I'm going to add. It doesn't seem to be melting in the way butter should. So I'm just going to add a little bit of essential oil. You should use butter, but like I say, we have run out of butter. So there's a little bit of oil there. And in a minute, I might pour away a bit of the oil, a bit too much there, but let me just... Oh, you shouldn't pour oil away. No, you've got to keep oil. Oh, do remember that. Keep your oil, whatever happens. You never know when you might need it, so no pouring away of oil. Right, so it's a slightly oily bottom, as it were. Now, in there, we're doing the omelette. So instead of, there we are, it's coming out, and it's landed. Landed in a most fantastic shape there. And it's beautiful. Look what a lovely thing. Getting ready to make a perfect omelette. And it goes back on there, and then one thinks about the next step. The next step is to get another egg, and these are precious things, and this is the last one I can possibly spare today because I've only left 3 for my family. And I've got actually at the moment where, well, I've got 3 children here, so that's one for one each of them on Easter Day. They can each have a little egg dolled up, made pretty for Easter. So, let's make a scrambled egg. Now, scrambled is the easiest egg of all to make. None of this exhausting whatever. Oh, girls, oh, sorry, a little bit of eggs slipping out. I'm awfully sorry, but I have to have a nice wig. I'm desperate pain in chest. Right, now girls and boys out there, we're making the easiest thing of all. Oh, let me just check my omelette. Omelette's, omelette's beautiful. Now, the next thing we're making is a scrambled egg.